Let's talk about this story. By the way, chat, go ahead and say it now. We're not going to be throwing out all kind of crazy stuff in this story. Outside of Harry, he's probably going to throw some crazy stuff out there, but we just got to have to deal with that. But aside from that, we're not going to throw crazy stuff out. If you are, then you might have to get packed up. But Aaron Rook. Now, I know you're not going to know that name. That's okay.
Aaron Rourke.
Look at that. I don't know the name. So he made some headlines. So he is the Evolve World Heavyweight Champion. Yes. The Evolve show on WWE's Tubi. He's the World Heavyweight Champion. But he made his debut this past week. He made his debut on NXT television. He defended his title, which put him in the limelight because now you're on the bigger stage, being NXT and not on the Tubi show. So it caught everybody's attention because, as the report says, he is the first openly gay champion in WWE. Well, I don't know. This caught the eye of one Val Venis, who was very quick to be anti-woke. And he took to his Twitter to talk about this whole thing. Now, if you just see the picture, that tells you everything you need to know about this Aaron guy. But he says, fact, this being Val Venis, fact, this pride crap will cost WWE a lot in revenue if they decide to start catering to that crowd. Pride fatigue is real. Rational folks are tired of this propaganda, is what Val Venis said, which would lead to a response from Aaron himself. Well, it wasn't a direct response first, but he did respond. And he said, truly humored that these people think their hollow words and insults can hurt me. I'm living my dream, doing everything I wanted to do since I was 5. And what are you doing? Writing hate comments behind a faceless avatar or using my name to get some views? Pathetic. Well, I guess that's what we're doing too, but that's here nor there. Hey, it's a story. But so that was his response. And of course, people had to jump on either side. So,
of course,
if there had to be support or non-support, whatever side you want to be on, that's a good thing, or whatever side you want to be on. I guess it's not important.
Oh, it is.
But the question is, what do you think here? Is it even a big deal that he's, I don't know, the character that he is?
So his whole character is that he's gay?
From what I can tell, yes, that is his. He calls himself the Glampian or something like that. Glamour champion.
Oh, God.
And he's very out there.
Well, I think if it's on Evolve, who gives a shit? Nobody's going to see it, right?
Yes, they should be getting higher ratings, huh, since they're on Evolve and all.
See, I think Val Venis is kind of talking about the Bud Light backlash. He thinks that's going to happen to WWE. But WWE's already... Didn't they have Quincy Elliott?
Yes, but he never made it out of NXT.
Maybe that's because he sucked.
Yes. He was not a good wrestler. From what I can tell, this guy seems to be a good wrestler. So there is that.
Well, and it sounds like he was a fan too. So I can give him props for that. If he's trying to get heat for being a cocksucker, then
there it is.
That's the way to do it. He's got the obnoxious shirt. I don't know what the fuck was going on with his eye. It looked like he had a scar. It looked like he was trying to be like a gay version of Metal Gear Solid.
I don't know the character. I'm going to be honest. I don't know the character. What I know about him is he's openly gay. Now, I don't know. We have seen characters like this before, but they weren't out front. This wasn't their whole persona. Goldust, it wasn't his whole persona just to be gay, or if he was or not.
It kind of was.
Well, you don't know if he was gay or not.
No, but him kissing Razor and Ahmed.
But there was some ambiguity to it.
It wasn't ambiguity. It was like, does he just fuck dudes or does he fuck dudes and women? Because he's got...
He had Melina too.
But she could have just been a beard.
She could have. And then
we got the dude that's carrying a purse now on SmackDown. Well, not now. He's a retard. But before that, he was carrying a purse.
I'm sure he'll be back to it at some point. But he's not, well, I don't know if, I'm talking about serious competing at the top level type. Yeah, he's in the jobber status, obviously.
There's Darren Young, too.
Oh, Darren Young.
He wasn't a champion.
I don't know if he was.
or a main
He
event.
was tag team champion.
Oh, what?
And he came out afterwards, though.
Nah, all right. But it became openly gay, and they released him shortly after that.
Chuck and Billy, they were gay characters.
They were weird. Because weren't they brothers too?
Were they? Didn't they get married on television?
Maybe, yeah.
Or they tried to, I don't know. They had a wedding. What was that guy's name? He's on WrestleMania, very early WrestleManias, wearing the dress.
Adrian Adonis?
That guy? But
oh, there was Adrian Street too. He actually wore dresses and shit.
Well, there's a guy he was wearing that muumuu. This is the guy I'm talking about. And makeup.
No, that was Adrian Adonis. Adrian Street, he was a British wrestler. He was very androgynous. But he could beat the shit out of you, so it worked.
And that's always the position I hold. It really doesn't matter, as long as you're tough, or you can portray a tough guy. So from what I see from this Aaron guy, I don't know. Maybe he does. And again, I haven't really seen him, so maybe that'll change when I actually see him, because if he makes it to the main roster, then we're going to have the conversation. We'll really have the conversation.
Well, it's hard to feel one way or the other. I would hope that he would have some more depth to him than just enjoying anal sex.
And hopefully, maybe there should be more to his character than that. Maybe that shouldn't even be a part of his character.
No, it could be a part of his character. Just if that's just it. Like, oh, I'm gay. Well,
what's your character? I'm gay.
Obviously, if he's openly gay, then he's going to show gay tendencies. That's cool, but I would hope that there's some depth.
Like Sonya Deville, she was openly gay, and there was depth to her character. And I don't think anybody was like, yeah, she'd have the flag thing hanging out of her pocket, but
stupid.
I don't think anybody was like, she was acting tough. She was a put your hair up and square up kind of thing.
Wasn't she an MMA fighter?
She was. But we'll see where he goes. We'll see if it goes further. Again, if he makes it to the main roster, I think we'll have more of a conversation about it. You already got the Bible thumpers on him now, so maybe they have to tone it down. Just crazy, though, because you have the people thumping the Bible. Oh, why are you putting this around kids? Well,
there is that. That's a valid point.
It may be, but number one, there's Danhausen's character who goes around cursing people.
He's not sinning.
Well, if you're thumping the Bible, you should have a problem with that, too.
Maybe they do.
People who are the hardcore people who thump the Bible, they have a problem with wizardry, and so that would fall in line with that.
Well, that's obviously fake. It's hard to get offended with sparklers and shit.
But the fact that he's cursing people, that he says you are cursed, that should have your Bible radar going off. Not to mention, it is fighting, ultimately. So if you got a problem with something, you're like, I don't know. If you're that pearl clutchy, then why you have your kids watching people fight?
Well, because now it's so rehearsed and staged and fake that it's just like watching American Gladiators.
To a young kid, though, they ain't got another difference.
Oh, absolutely. Think about the wrestling that we grew up on and this shit.
To them,
there's no way
a young kid
grow up, there's no way that even a young kid would think this shit is real.
I don't know. I think they would. They're kids. Of course they think it's real.
Especially when they blatantly tell you how fake it is.
Well, those kids shouldn't be. As a matter of fact, I know those kids aren't following the online stuff unless they're watching the fake reactors or something like that, but they ain't on Twitter.
They even do it in the show, though. Remember when Roman actually turned to the camera and winked?
No.
He said, it was the suffer and succotash line. He said, you suck something, suffer and succotash. And then he turned to the camera and he winked. Somehow he still got over. I don't know how.
Oh, it was because it was a different person.
They blatantly tell you it's shit.
They do.